Can't believe that Oh No song is. You didn't know that, huh? Why are you doing that? My water's over there.
What am I doing? What? Yo, I'm aware that Renegade isn't Goodfellas. You have anything you'd like to say to me?
No.
You sure?
What do you mean?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Monologue.
Surprised you. Gotcha. Didn't see anything coming.
Did you have any interest in wanting to do that?
It
Whenever it was pitched to you, let's say, how long ago? A month ago?
Mm-hmm.
And the group chat was made. Who made the group chat?
Elizabeth.
My girlfriend or Beth?
Your girlfriend.
So she decided we're going to go to Chicago for the weekend. Surprise me, right?
She must have texted T-Voss originally.
Mm-hmm. And they asked you if you wanted to go?
No, just Elizabeth must have texted T-Voss, and then she texted the group chat saying, hey, this is what we're going to do. We're going to surprise David. It was very loose on what we were going to do.
Yeah.
I saw it, and if I'm being honest, when I saw it, I was like, all right, cool. I mean, it didn't intrigue me a whole lot.
Yeah.
Not because of anything, but because of the fact that, like, everything shut down. So I was like, oh, what are we going to do?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, in my mind, I was like, it'll be nice to, like, hang out with T-Voss, obviously. But I definitely, in my mind, immediately wasn't like, fuck yeah. Or, like, because if I got told, like, hey, we're all going to, like, the condos in the wilderness, that probably would make me a little bit more psyched. But that would fuck with my anxiety a lot more.
Why?
Just because of the pandemic.
Oh.
But yeah, when I first heard it, I was like, it sounds cool, but like, I don't know how, because I also didn't know the size of T-Voss's apartment. So I was like, this might be a little bit cramped.
I thought you were going to say, I didn't know the size of Tyler. And you just ended there. Like you didn't know his body size.
No, I know that he's a little guy. But then it was, what really got me was you said it. So we did all this planning behind your back without like telling you. I got you again, another surprise underneath my belt where, you know, I just did a lot of things. Just keep on getting you with surprises.
Like what?
On your birthdays. Just keep on surprising you. Getting you.
It is. So, if anybody can't understand what happened this past weekend, we went to Chicago. It was a complete surprise to me.
Yes.
I thought we were going to go one place.
And no, you didn't know. So
I thought we were going over to our friend Beth and Tyler's house.
We originally were just going to go over by our friend's house.
To hang out, watch movies or eat or something. I don't know.
And this had been planned for a while. We were talking, planning it out. Did all this stuff to kind of hide it from you. You know, you get brought up that, hey, we're going over by Beth and Tyler's, which you were told that probably specifically from your girlfriend, I'm assuming.
No, not to the day of.
Well, yeah, but you were told specifically by her the day of.
And no, I wasn't even told by her. I was just in that group chat. And they said...
Oh, they didn't? She didn't text you earlier saying?
No.
Okay.
No, so...
I assume that you guys probably had
the first message of Beth in that group chat was the first notice I had of anything happening that night.
Mm-hmm. And I played aloof. First message that responds to it is me saying busy.
And I don't think I even replied. I think I was just like, yeah, I'm not doing this.
We ran into a few hiccups because you typically, on average, probably work till about anywhere from noon to 2. That's an average day.
Well, on Friday specifically, I'm probably getting done at 2 for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a little bit later of a day, but 2 still is a pretty safe bet.
Yeah.
So we had assumed that we were going to be leaving around like 4. You didn't get off till about 4.
Yeah.
Then you text your girlfriend because you have no idea that anything's going on. Mm-hmm. You received the text, but you didn't respond. So therefore you were just like, not doing that. And I'll get to it.
Yeah, I was just...
And or more or less, you're more lackadaisical about it. And it's...
Yeah, the pressure's on is being pushed by those two people for us to come over to their place tonight. Mm-hmm. And I just don't really like... I don't like being rushed to anything.
Yes.
And I never agreed to it.
You weren't even rushed at first. but you had texted your girlfriend or called her, might have FaceTimed her, and told her, "Hey, I'm going to the gym. Just got off work."
Yeah.
Just a typical, thing. Which she then texts the group chat that you're going to the gym.
Yeah.
Everybody freaks out. Everybody's like, "What the fuck? No, tell that guy no. Get him out of there. Somehow get." And then she was like, "Well, I don't want to like ruin it by telling him no." And they were like, "You have to just lay it." Beth was like, "You got to use your girlfriend card. Step your foot down."
That's funny.
And I'm just laughing hysterically at home, not being showered, not being even kind of ready, nothing packed. I actually did get a lot done that day. I was trying to like get stuff done, which also pissed you off because I wasn't able to do everything that I needed to around the house. Shoveling. I shoveled, but then like I couldn't go and grab snow melt and stuff because I had to get back for your girlfriend to come pack for you.
Mm-hmm.
But so all this happens, and you're just ready to go to the gym.
Yeah, well,
that gets canceled. She tells you no.
I get off of work, and I'm like, well, that fucking day sucked because I got fucked over at work.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, whatever, I'll go to the gym, go home, and then now my fucking plans can start. I got no plans. I don't plan on going to Beth and Tyler's. I know they said that cringe shit, but I'm not doing it.
What are they going to do about it? They're going to come over here and wrestle you to their house?
Yeah, that's not happening.
Not happening.
WandaVision's out. I'm watching that. We started There Will Be Blood. We're finishing that.
Yeah.
And then
the day before you watched There Will Be Blood with your girlfriend, she checked the time on it. There was about an hour and a half left. You guys had already been watching it for about an hour.
She was done.
She goes, "We're going to bed." And you're like, "Well, we'll finish it tomorrow, right, babe?" Yeah. And she's like, "Sure."
Yeah. So
you had your day planned.
Yeah, well, then Beth and Tyler are just like being obnoxious. Come over, hang out.
Super C&Dub.
I was like, okay, so they're ruining my shit.
Yeah, cringe and weird.
I had all this shit planned. This is what I wanted to do. Mm-hmm. And they're fucking being really annoying.
Yep.
So I was like, okay, at least I can fucking slam a WandaVision episode, no problem.
I get in the shower then.
Yeah.
And I immediately text your girlfriend. I go, I don't think I get in the shower right as you get home. I might have got in the shower before you got home. I'm not 100%.
No, you didn't.
Okay. So then I get in and I go, "Hey, like I still have to get all my stuff like out to your car somehow." I was like, "Can you be over soon? I can stall out this bathroom for a while." And she goes, "Yeah, that's a good idea. Like we can do everything while he's in the shower then." And I was like, "Yeah, but his showers are very quick." So we all, because you don't.
Thank you that you finally admit that my showers are quick and I'm efficient.
My showers, here's the thing, my showers aren't long.
Okay, fine. But if you include your entire bathroom time that you're in there, that you occupy that space, that I can't use it, it is significantly longer than I'm in there.
Absolutely, yeah.
Without question.
Absolutely, yeah.
But you will argue the semantics like, no, I shower quick. Without taking into the account that I can't tell the difference between you're sitting on the toilet shitting for 35 minutes to 40 minutes before you get into the shower.
Well, the thing is, right, I have to empty everything out. Because once I take that shower,
if you shit every time before you go to your shower, then include that into your time. Don't think that the shower is separate from that, because they're not.
Well, because if I don't have to shit, then it's quick.
And how often do you shower and not shit right before? How often does that happen?
If I'm not in a hurry.
How often does that happen?
If I'm not in a hurry.
How often does that happen?
5/7 of the time.
5/7 of the time you don't shit? So
5/7 of the time I do shit.
So 5 out of 7 times you're taking a shit.
You want the percentage? I'll do the percentage for you. Yeah, so I have to just have like a clean butthole. So 28% of the time I don't shit.
So if you're roughly 75% of the time taking a shit.
No, it's about 72.
If it's about 72% of the time that you're taking a shit at the shower, they're combined for your time. You take way longer in the bathroom than I ever.
So I text her and I go, I can stall him out and make it so that way, like right as you get here, he starts getting in the shower. So I take long in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Do everything that I can.
I'm not even like mad about
shower
it.
As soon as I get out though, you are saying things.
Well, yeah, because I need to let you know that you're wrong.
And your girlfriend.
But I'm not mad about it.
But also your girlfriend's not there yet. Mm-hmm. So I play into it.
Yeah.
and I fight you.
Yeah.
I not only do that, I say, you're just like your father. I start screaming about how you're like your father and how you criticize people too much on the things that they do.
That's true.
And if things aren't done the way that you want them to be done, and at that point too, I still stand by that. Just do them yourself then.
Yeah, I said, you're just like your father, you fucking lazy fucking fat fuck.
That's fucked. My father could kick your ass. So that all goes down. Finally, she gets here, and you're ready to get in the shower, which allows me to get everything in. We back up, car's loaded. You still have no idea. You also try to go grab tequila from the house, which in my mind I'm like, oh my god, he's going to throw that in the back of the car. He's going to see everything. I did. So then I also had to wrestle that away from you.
I don't even think I put up a fight.
Yeah, you didn't. But I did have to take it away from you because I was spooked.
Yeah, so I get out of the shower and your shoes are already on and you guys are like looking like you're ready to go. And I say, okay, guys, you ready for WandaVision? And you guys both said, what? And I was like, yeah, what? We're watching the episode before we go over.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, no, they want us to be over. And I said, I'll call them now. And it was like 5:30. And I said, what are your guys' thoughts on us being over there at 6:45?
And we just both go like, he can't be serious. But me, being the guy that I am and like didn't want to lead anything on, I'm like, I know, man, I'm just as mad as you. Like, I had other shit to do. I wanted to be carrying tonight and stuff like that. And then you're like, man, this shit's stupid.
Yeah, well, I called them and Beth and Tyler both screamed no at the same time.
Yes.
And I just hung up on them.
Yeah, you were so mad.
I didn't even want to have a conversation with them.
And that still doesn't stray you off of turning on the TV and trying to fire up WandaVision still.
No, I wanted to get it done. And also, I saw the episode. Mm-hmm. Did you get spoiled yet?
No, I watched it all.
You saw it all?
Yeah.
We'll talk about it after this.
It's very good.
So,
you think that it was good?
Yeah, we'll talk about it after. Hold on. Then we drive over there. I'm not even like thinking about it. I'm just like, okay, whatever. They fucking ruined my night.
They ruined my night. This is the worst possible plan.
Yeah. So we get there and we get out of the car, me and you, and Elizabeth stays in the car, and she goes like, "Come back in here," and I was like, "That's weird." Like I immediately felt like a sinking in my stomach because of the way she said it. It made me seem like I was like in trouble or something. And then like she was like, "Give me a kiss," and I was like, "This is fucking weird," because I imagined you were just like watching us outside in the car.
Well, no, I was. I had my pants on and I was just fucking stroking it.
So I was like, "Okay, that's
kiss her, David.
This
kiss
is
her.
strange." And she's like, "I'm locking you in here," and I was like, "All right, fucking, can you knock this shit off? Like, I just want to go inside." And she's like, "It's a surprise," and I was like, "Okay." Well, my first initial thought was like, everybody's in there, like a bunch of people are in there, and it's a surprise party for me.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that definitely didn't expect any of that. And then they were like, she was like, "I'm supposed to keep you in the car." And then you guys put the blindfold on me and everybody in the car.
Not you guys.
Or who you did?
Me.
Then you put the blindfold on me.
Overpowered you.
And they packed everything up. And then I'm anxious and I say to, I don't know who I said it to.
I go, what do you think we're going to do? You said, "You guys got me a Tesla?"
I also say like, if the surprise is just Tyler Voss, that's not good enough anymore. We need more than that. Mm-hmm. And I was just making a joke. That ends up what me and the surprise is. We're going to Chicago to hang out with Tyler. Mm-hmm. But I think that really like he blew the winds out of Elizabeth's sails, because I said that and she was like, "Oh fucking god damn it."
Yeah.
But I really didn't know what we were doing. I had no idea.
Yeah. You kept on thinking it was the wilderness.
Well, and no, as we were driving, the initial drive, I was like, okay, we're going to go to like a restaurant. And then like the drive continued. And I was like, okay, this is like 45 minutes. Like, I don't know what I've been blindfolded for 45 minutes.
Yeah.
And like, I could have just taken the blindfold off. But like, you guys kept karate chopping me in the neck or like threatening
punching you in the
I'll
ear.
punch you in the ear.
Yeah.
And partly I was like, I'll just fucking keep it on. So like,
but then we had this plan part way through, about 30 minutes in, where we were like, Oh, it'd be really funny if you kept the blindfold on the entire time and you just like take that thing off and you're hammered. So we start feeding you tequila
Yeah.
and margaritas while you got this blindfold on in the car.
Which is no problem. I'm fine with that. That's what's going through my mind at the time as we're driving. So like at like 30 minutes, we haven't got to a restaurant or anything. And I'm like, if there's just a fuck ton of people waiting for me, that me working like really fucked over all those people.
Yeah.
And that was making me anxious a little bit, thinking that like I made a whole bunch of people wait without like having any knowledge of it. So that made me anxious. So once we like got past to a point where I'm like, okay, we're not going to a restaurant. I was thinking that like we were going to go to Country Springs.
Yeah.
I was thinking of Country Springs before Tyler Rogney said it, because I was like, okay, we're not going to go to the wilderness because like, why the fuck would we go to the wilderness? Like, it doesn't make sense to me.
Why would that not?
Because it was just so long. Like, you guys wanted me to have a blindfold on for 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
And also, like, is it just us?
I mean, it's only about 2 hours. It really isn't that much of a difference. It was an hour and 40-minute drive to T-Voss's, and it's 2 hours to the Dells.
So I was like, okay. We got to a certain point. I was like, it's not Country Springs. It can't be. And then we got to Chicago, and I was like, this is too early for the Dells. Yeah. I literally don't know where we are. And then I don't know how I think I just said we're in Boys Town.
I said this. Do you remember what gave it away? Somebody cut us off.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Like in the middle of this, like somebody just pulled out of a driveway.
Yeah.
While we're just driving, cut us off. Like not like, oh, I turned in front of you. Just shot across the street. Who cares? And I go, they can just do that down here. And you go, we're in Boys Town? And so we pull up to T-Voss's house that night. We get a little bit drunk. It's a fun time. We just play some card games and stuff, which was definitely fun. Relaxing. Got a little bit
smoke a little weed.
Smoked a little bit of smoke.
And then late into the night, you and my girlfriend debate whether or not I'm a narcissist for a good 20 minutes.
Or psychopath.
Or a psychopath. And I was joking around, but my girlfriend was deadly serious. And if she was like, she thought she was on, she thought she was a detective, and she was about to make like the biggest scoop of all. And she's like, if I find out you're a narcissist, like, we're done. Do you remember that?
No.
You don't remember that conversation?
I do remember it because we were trying to figure out if you have empathy or sympathy.
Yeah, she thought for a sec, because we all said I was a narcissist, right? Kind of like joking. And she was like,
oh, I'm not joking.
We figured out that I'm not a narcissist.
No, it was psychopath.
I was neither.
You lacked empathy.
Yeah. Narcissists lack sympathy and empathy.
No, that's psychopath.
No, we figured out that I was neither.
Yeah, I do remember this conversation. Don't remember it enough, though.
Yeah, apparently not.
Narcissist.
A disorder which a person has an inflated sense of self-importance. Narcissistic personality is more commonly found in men. Yeah, that's the cause is unknown. That sounds like me.
Yeah, I don't understand.
No, there was something.
He was psychopath. All we were caring about was psychopath. Were you a psychopath or what? It wasn't. You are a narcissist.
No, it was lack of empathy. Having exaggerated self-importance. Yeah. Have a sense of entitlement. Or yep.
You are a narcissist.
No. Expected to be recognized as superior. Yep. Exaggerated achievements and talents. That's not true. Be preoccupied with fantasies about success, power. Nope.
Sociopath. We were trying to figure out if you were a sociopath
believe
or a
they
psychopath.
Are superior, can only associate with equal special. That's all. Yeah, there's all like traits that are not. Believe they are superior and can only associate with.
Wait, I'm so no, because you are a narcissist.
No, I'm not. Yes. Narcissist has so many more. I'm going down the list of things that aren't me.
Yeah, but that you don't need to check all those boxes to be a narcissist.
You're not a fucking medical like diagnosis. You can't just diagnose.
It's not medical.
Yes,
it's a personality trait, you dumb fuck. What we were arguing was if you were a sociopath or a psychopath.
And narcissist.
No.
Was in there.
No, because the only thing that we were talking about, if you remember, you clearly don't remember the conversation, because the whole conversation was, because you are a narcissist. There's no question about it. I'm also a narcissist.
I think we have. I think narcissist is like a real. I don't.
It's not a medical condition.
It's not.
You don't actually think that, right?
No, it's like a You can't. Me and you can't label somebody as a psychopath because we are not like medically.
Obviously,
right. Narcissism is like in the same category.
No,
as
it's not.
Yes, they are.
What we were
Are they not?
The word that you're thinking of is sociopath and psychopath.
And narcissist.
A sociopath is lacks empathy.
Yeah.
A psychopath lacks both.
Or like saying somebody's bipolar. Like we don't have those.
Those are
all
extreme
different
things.
Narcissism is.
No.
Are you sure?
Narcissism is just like you can be like I'm a narcissist because I'm full of myself. It's just being cocky.
No, I don't think.
It's extreme cockiness.
No, I think it's even deeper than that.
No,
I think we have traits like similar trait, but like I think narcissism goes like way deeper, like extreme.
No, it's not.
I don't think you have. I don't think
it's not that deep. I promise you, it's not that deep.
I'm pretty sure that's what we did this weekend. Is like discuss that I wasn't that.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, narcissist is a personality disorder. That's a disorder.
You're a narcissist.
You can't diagnose me as that.
You can't just.
I'm not wrong. What I'm saying.
Narcissism isn't that big.
Huh?
Narcissism is not that big.
Yeah, I think it is.
It's literally just being like overly confident and fucking full of yourself.
Fewer than 200,000 U.S. cases per year. It's like literally. This source is from the Mayo Clinic.
You do not go
narcissistic personality disorder. It's a real thing.
You do not go to somebody and they diagnose you as a narcissist.
Oh, that's what therapists are for.
No.
Yeah.
They are not on the same thing as bipolar disorder and no.
Why is it not? It's literally narcissistic personality disorder right here.
It's not.
I typed in narcissist.
It's not that big.
Yes, it is.
Okay. Anyways, it's not. What the whole conversation that we were having was if you lacked empathy and sympathy.
We figured out that I lacked empathy, but not sympathy.
Yeah. Which you're kind of like a sociopath.
No.
You're similar to a sociopath.
I guess.
I mean, obvious.
Yeah, but I'm not that far away from Tyler Rogney. He lacks empathy as well.
Yeah.
You know?
You just can't feel other people's emotions.
If people are sad,
understand
it doesn't make me sad. It's not that I don't understand. Well, I don't empathize with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what, like, it's just, I don't, so I am.
It has to also affect you in order for it to, like, affect you in any way.
Well, I sympathize with people,
though. Yeah. I mean, somewhat. I think.
Also, you and I and everybody at that table, high and drunk.
Yeah.
Not
medical professionals.
Not medical professionals. So it doesn't really matter.
It doesn't matter.
No.
But you also that is something that you lack. And it came up, I don't know why. Oh, I know why.
I can't remember.
I do. But it just was something
it's not worth bringing up?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And so therefore it just like, we got into that conversation for a while.
Apparently we still don't know.
It was like, whatever. Our friend got mad.
Yeah,
that happens.
Yeah, you can just move on.
Next day happens.
Yeah.
We wake up, waking, shaking, baking, dank.
Just say wake and bake. You can just say that. What did you think of the brunch?
I drank too much margaritas the day before. Yeah. Like just slamming margaritas.
Oh yeah, we had a great brunch.
And I had Lou Malgiani's, the pizza. Really good deep dish pizza. Mm-hmm. And because of that, at some point during the night too, I started going, ooh, this margarita's spicy. So I don't know if like I just had like bad acid reflux that night and then just kept on fighting it and I wasn't stopping drinking margaritas.
Yeah.
So I just kept on drinking these margaritas while my like acid reflux was already bad. Woke up and just had bad heartburn, like really, really bad. Couldn't eat, couldn't keep anything. Not. I shouldn't say I couldn't keep things down. It just like didn't feel good to eat things. And I slammed some Tums, so we go to brunch. I'm a little bit high, and the brunch was. I mean, I had potatoes only. I didn't get.
They're good potatoes.
They're really good potatoes.
They were good.
You got an omelet, a goat cheese omelet.
The goat cheese omelet was good. It just the goat cheese I wasn't like super slammed on. They were saying people were making fun of me because I ordered the goat cheese omelet. Mm-hmm. It was good, right? Mm-hmm. But I didn't kill it. Like I just didn't slam it.
You also spit some of it out.
No, because it was hot.
You spit some of it out
because it was hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why is it like this fucking... I'm not trying to prove to anybody that I love it.
You don't like goat cheese, man.
Why is it this like some huge conspiracy that like he hated it? He was just pretending to eat the omelet. Why would it matter? I would just say I didn't like it.
I didn't even think anything of it until like T-Rock called you out on it later that night.
Why? It's not a calling it out.
Yeah, I didn't even think about
There's no calling out.
at all.
I would just
and
say
I sat
disliked
right next
it.
to you. You didn't finish it. And,
because I had your potatoes, my potatoes, bacon,
and you also
piece
spit
of pizza.
some of it out.
And I spit some of it out because it was hot.
Yep.
You caught me.
But it also didn't seem like I spit it out because it was hot. Because it was more of like a, ugh, and you did one of those. So, I mean, whatever. Who cares? That's fine. I pulled the best prank.
Let's just get to the real business.
Let's get to the real business.
It's not even that like it's good. It makes me laugh, right?
Yes.
It's not super original. We've been doing it for years.
Not we, just me.
Great.
Solo by myself.
Great. Just came out of that fucking genius skull right there.
Put on for my city.
Yep.
No empathy, no sympathy, all narcissist right here. But I come up with good jokes. Good pranks, just some goofs and some gabs. That's what I do.
It is funny because of the reaction. You just
fucking suck. You suck.
We're hanging out with obviously the 5 people that we've been naming, and James just starts flashing his light as Beth. And when a camera's flashing a light at you, you're like, oh, somebody's taking a picture of me. So
and we're at this fancy place too, so like it's kind of that's why I knew that it'd be good to do it to her, because she's like sitting there and she's like not paying attention, and then as soon as she sees the light come on, her hand was already kind of by her face, but then she rested it on it and then like looked off into the distance
and just started posing. And I
flashed it at her a few more times. T-Rog doesn't pick up on the prank right away.
I knew as soon as I saw you flash one light, I was like, okay, I know what he's doing.
Yeah. And in people's mind, they're just like, oh, he's taking pictures. Nope, I just was shining a flashlight at her, and then we just laughed.
She's like, stop.
Then we laughed in her face for a long time.
I don't think anybody picked up on it except for us two.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It just seems so obvious.
We had to tell everybody else that, because they were like, they thought that we were laughing at first because I had taken these pictures and she was just like being so candid about it.
Yeah.
Until they realized all that was for naught. There was nothing. It was just flashlight.
Do you remember the chef the guy said was there?
Yes.
What was his name?
Don't remember.
Then
I've
don't.
Heard of him.
Then don't say yup. Do you remember the chef who was there? Yup. What was his name? Can't recall.
I can't nail that one now.
That's why I was asking you the question. If you could remember the chef's name, I couldn't.
Yeah, I don't know his name.
Yeah, they told us. That's how you know it's like a good restaurant. But they're like, this is the man specifically who's doing this cooking for you.
Yes.
And I don't know if you've ever heard of Top Chef, but he's from there.
Yes.
And you assume you've heard of him? I've never heard of him. You've heard of him?
I'm almost positive that because I don't think that the name that he said, I'm pretty sure is one of the guys that God, I gotta find
Pretty sure. Recall his name.
I'm almost positive. What was that place called? Sienna?
I have no idea. When vacations are planned for me in that sense, I have no. I feel like I contribute nothing to them.
Yeah.
So we had the brunch, went home, and then the rest of the night we were just gonna chill at Tyler's apartment till later that night. We hang out with his college buds in their apartment.
Mm-hmm.
Greatest apartment you've ever been in?
Yes,
Without question.
I haven't been in many apartments in my life in general.
I have.
I've
I've done a decent amount, but never. You never assume that the apartment's gonna have more than one floor, let alone the top floor be an entire bedroom, walk-in closet, bathroom. It's fucking crazy.
Yes.
$4 grand a month in Chicago.
I'm still looking up this guy.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll continue with the story.
Yeah, it's this guy, Fabio Viviani.
Is that who it was?
Yep.
Does it say his hometown is Chicago now?
Yeah.
Oh, well, there you go.
No, it's not hometown Chicago, but
Or that he's resident Chicago?
he was born in Florence, Italy.
But
yeah, the brunch was all right, whatever. It was fun. It was good. We ordered a bunch of mimosas. They tried to trick me into fucking paying for mimosa. Not doing that. I'm not.
Well, then don't pour out a mimosa and then take all the raspberry, watch it drip in there, and then go, I'm not drinking this.
Yeah.
One of the things that made me laugh the most was just a small thing, not that big of a deal. The distance from Tyler's apartment to his friend's apartment.
Yes.
He thought in his head it was going to be a quick 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And I just said jokingly, yeah, it's just a quick 22. I never looked it up, right? Mm-hmm. But I just kept pretending like I looked it up.
Yes.
And you were like, oh, that's just because Tyler just books it. Like, he just goes complete dead sprint to wherever he goes.
It came up, no, because he had told you even.
He told everybody.
No, he told that it was a quick 5 to everybody.
Yeah.
But then I think that he like mumbled underneath his breath or something to you that it's like, well, it might be like 15, 10 minutes.
It might have been a 35-minute walk.
And you go, that's nuts. You like, this isn't a 5 minute. And then it comes up, like you start talking about that on the walk there. And I was like, well, we forget he's a state runner.
Yeah.
So everything that he does is just in a full sprint.
The entire way, every direction he goes.
Which is funny to think that somebody would measure time, not by car drive, a walk,
just complete dead
bike
sprints.
ride. It's just full sprints.
Full sprints to wherever you need to go.
Because in reality, if you full sprint places, you can get like
you get there faster.
Yeah.
He probably could have made it in 5 minutes.
Probably.
That's probably how he measures it.
And it's freezing fucking cold. Like,
yeah,
low 10.
Yeah.
And it's also snowing.
It's low 10, and then the next day was below 0.
Yeah, which I mean,
it's snowing.
It's like whatever. Like below 10 is fine if it's not snowing. And
yeah.
But you get it like, because then you're getting wet. And
Yeah.
like, I think it might actually be worse to be a guy in snow than girls.
Please explain.
If you don't have like a face covering, because facial hair fucking sucks in the winter.
Isn't it designed for the winter?
It gets so wet, and then it just like your face.
Yeah,
gets
I mean, my
cold.
beard does freeze eventually. Yeah, that's true.
So I don't like that.
The only thing else that I have to say about the night, which is a nice little side. Obviously, we get hammered, we get fucked up.
I actually have a lot to say about this night. And you're trying to.
Well, yeah, let me say my thing because I only have the one that I can remember, and it's something you said.
Yes.
Really, because I was mentally not there. My body, physically, I was there.
To preface this, you have been getting drunk for probably the last like year to 2 years, maybe that long, where you get drunk, you feel it. I think it's only been about the year. It's been about a year where you feel your drunkenness and then you go, that's it for me.
Yeah.
I'm drunk.
Responsible.
Bedtime. Dumb.
Responsible.
Trash. Mm-hmm. Boo. Everybody gets mad at you when you go to sleep. Mainly me. I throw riots.
You get mad and make everybody like, he's the worst, right? And people go, I don't.
Then they go, yeah, he's the fucking worst.
Yeah.
And then we start banging on whatever door you're in, which is just the wrong door always. But this was the first time where you got drunk and you were ready to call it. You try to get everybody to leave. Told your girlfriend, told everybody. It's like 9:30. Nobody wants to call it.
Yeah.
We're having fun. Everybody's having fun. You're even having fun. You're playing games, but you come up to me and her, and you go, "I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm too drunk. I need to go to sleep." You're drunk, but you're like, this isn't like also not to come off like rapey and like pushing peer pressure onto you. We know your limits and you were perfectly fine. It's just that you've been getting to the point where when you feel your drunkenness, that's just when you call it. You don't get any more drunk than that.
I definitely was pretty hammered at the time.
Yeah. But like, you could drink more. You could stay up longer. You just were deciding not to and wanted
I disagree.
to sleep. You just wanted to sleep.
That's fair.
You weren't that because you drank. Here's the thing. I would be fine with it if you like threw up and you like, we pushed you to like just throwing up absurdly. You came back after that to play 8+ games of Flip Cup.
Yeah. Well, the reason why is because I was smoking as well.
Yeah.
So like I don't do that often. So that's probably why I felt like I was done.
No, because you've been doing that lately in general, where like you just get drunk, and not. I shouldn't say like it's not like you're just.
Why it bothers you
it's
so
not
much.
just that you're tipsy. You just get like as soon as you feel it a decent amount, where you're drunk, you go, well, time to go to sleep.
Yeah.
Or you don't tell anybody, and you just run off, scurry off, find your bed, and you sleep in it right away. This time, your girlfriend even goes, no, just like have fun, like do things, and it ended up being really good.
I don't remember why it came up, but it was just us three sitting together, and you were like, "So Elizabeth, you're his girl."
No, so you kept on doing the. I know how it started.
Yeah,
you're sitting on the couch and you start grabbing her. You scoot her over onto your lap because you want her on your lap, and she's like, "Why are you doing this?" Like, oh, you thought that I just said that out of nowhere?
I don't know why. I don't know why it came up.
No, you kept on grabbing her, getting her on your lap.
I did.
And she's like, "Why are you doing this? What's wrong? What's?" And I go, "You're his girl now." No, not even now. I just go, "You're his girl." Like, as like, you're trying to show everybody, this is my girl. Mm-hmm. And she was like, you guys both start laughing at that. And I go, I was his girl once. And
I don't know. I don't really remember. I just remember the line. I don't remember what brought up the line. I honestly think I thought you just said the line.
You were yanking on her, yeah.
Where was I yanking her to go to?
Just to sit on your lap.
Yeah.
She was like, you had your arm around her, and she had like her legs on you, and so you like started picking her up.
That's pretty good.
She was like, "What are you doing this for?"
Anything else you want to bring up? I got another one.
I had told you about this. You didn't remember doing this. Mm-hmm. We play Flip Cup.
Yeah.
Or we don't even play. We started off with this game called Harvard, which is a mix between beer pong and Flip Cup. Without getting too crazy into it, it's just both. But we get really excited when we win games.
Yeah.
So we have to express that.
Mm-hmm.
What better way to express that we're fucking ecstatic, Jack?
Just cranking
is
hogs.
Start fucking cranking our hogs. Dude. Like, we start air cranking our hogs, fucking fake ejaculating on people, on each other, just going, oh.
Yeah.
And we're doing it the whole night. And there's like, T-Boss's friends.
There's a couple of girls there, and I think you just told people, they're lesbians.
No, I didn't say that.
Who said that?
Somebody
said, "Are those lesbians?" And I was like, "Yeah, they're lesbians."
I think it was one of the girls.
I don't know. Who cares?
I'm not sure. But T-Boss and his like guy friends and all that, they got it right away. They were like, "This is just like them. Like it makes sense because it's Voss's friend."
There's nothing to get.
Well, no, I mean like they got our absurdity.
Yeah.
These other girls
going over the top.
But there's these other girls. Okay. They're just like, why are these guys just fucking cranking their hogs? It's weird that they also said it like that.
Yeah,
too.
And so my favorite one that I've been doing lately is you start out with one hand, then you start doing two. You just make it look like you have a massive cock.
I was upset one day, and you go, I know how to cheer you up. and you just start going, because whenever we're in the doorway, we always fake jerk off, and then you go, oh. And I'm not budging, not laughing. I'm still upset. And you go, oh, this one's too big. I need 2 hands for this one. And I get a little bit of a chuckle going, just like a smile. And then you go, oh, it's still too big. I might need a third.
I need a third hand. I'm gonna need. Is anybody there to help me?
You start screaming at me, and I laugh a couple times. And you go, what is wrong with you? You laugh at that.
I said, yeah, man, you're fucked up, man. You like that shit? That's fucking weird.
And you walk away. But in your mind, that's like just, it's funny and it's super good. So you start doing that where you start doing this in public now.
I'm cranking 2 hands.
And you go, I need a third. But you're too fucked up and blacked out. So you're not really saying words. And I was like, this guy needs a third. And so,
nobody liked it except us, or did
just us? Yeah.
Did anybody like it?
That third one, nobody cared about. Nobody was there
that
for
was
it.
the best.
That one's so good.
Yeah. Another thing that you reminded me of that I said that I didn't remember saying it. It was a Madden tournament or tournament game. It was just you and Tyler Voss, who is Tyler Voss is the worst video game player we know.
Yes.
Versus 2 people that I imagine are comparable at games.
Mm-hmm.
And so like I'm just super hyped into the game.
Yeah.
And I think you're making the dance move of cooking, and I go, oh, he's cooking.
I'm going like this.
Yeah. I was like, oh, he's cooking on him.
But I'm also
he's cooking on him.
So we score, and I'm just going like this.
And then I turn around, and I was like, wait, he's not cooking. He's just eating. That shit's raw. He's just eating it raw.
And you start going crazy.
Yeah, he's eating that shit raw.
Over some game that you're just for some reason very invested to. A 2-on-2 Madden game, which if you haven't played Madden before, 2-on-2 is just significantly harder because you have to.
But that's really it's entertaining.
Yes,
because you have to rely on like somebody else.
Yeah, and I had to rely on T-Boss, which was just the wrong. Like he did the one thing that like he
did you guys lose that game?
Yes, he threw. What is the worst play call in history that you can remember in recent time?
You're talking about the Super Bowl, Patriots versus the Seahawks,
yes.
Throwing on the 1 yard line and getting intercepted when you have Marshawn Lynch.
Do you know who we had as a running back?
Marshawn Lynch?
No, Derrick Henry.
Oh, Derrick Henry.
Even better, maybe. And he throws with Tannehill on the fucking 2 yard line.
And it got picked?
Got picked. Yes.
And you just needed a touchdown win?
Just, I mean, not even to win. We would have won in the end.
Yeah.
Who knows how it would have played out the rest of it?
But
we threw an interception there, which led to them scoring.
Pick 6, or
no,
just on that drive?
Just
and
on
then
that
you guys
drive.
couldn't.
Just lost after.
Why did he throw it?
I don't know. And like we were doing this thing on Madden where we just run pitches.
Yeah.
You have one person play the fullback, and they just lead block, and we would get like, fucking 5 yards at
Every
minimum.
Play? Yeah.
And every other play, like maybe every third, fourth play, would get like a 20-yard break.
It's so.
And I tell him that, and he'd just like go to like this quick slants thing, and he threw 2 picks just doing that.
When you guys would do, you'd be like, okay, I'm quarterback now, and then like you would throw it to him, and he would take control of the player, and then just like turn the other way, and then you would go, okay, I'm receiver now.
And I think that I gave him this false sense of security because in the middle of it, I did that where I took like the wide receiver and just ran open because I saw the defense and I cut in between. So he thought he could just do it every time. And he was like, "Oh, I'm just going to take care of this guy."
Yeah.
And he was like, "But I'm open," and he's like standing out of bounds.
Unfortunate. What a good game. We did a little bit of a Mario Kart where we drink a beer and drink. It's called drinking and driving. You can't drink and drive at the same time. Mm-hmm. So, first team to finish the race.
I wish I could have participated more.
Why didn't you?
I still had my heartburn at that time.
Oh, so you didn't want to?
It was still dying. I tried. I played one game and
that's what really turned the corner for me because I drank 2 Tall Boys and a Bud Light.
Yeah.
And then I was like, yeah, this is.
That's when you started getting wild.
That's a little too much.
What What else happened that night?
So that Harvard game
Yes.
really made me laugh. I think we explained it a little bit. I'll go very quickly. Is it 3 cups of beer pong?
3 cups each side.
You have a full team. Imagine flip cup going on the sides. When your teammate hits their beer pong, the flip game starts.
If anybody hits a cup,
Yeah.
it
If
starts.
anybody
They go
hits a
back
cup.
and forth. They take turns.
Yes.
But if we make it, we play flip cup. If we win, we get that cup
we get that cup.
pulled out.
Yeah.
If they win, they play defense, and that cup stays.
That cup stays.
So,
So,
it goes even.
It makes complete sense as soon as you start playing it.
Yes.
So we are crushing. Right?
Dominating.
No problem. I flip a cup. I got to take a shit. I was like, oh, we won the game. I flip it, and I go to the bathroom.
The person had just finished. The person that you were against. So it was you, then me.
Like
the person that you were going
It was
against.
like a walk-off home run.
Yes.
I was like, oh, we're done. I'm out.
The person against you had just started drinking when you
Yeah.
flipped it. They got it on.
We had the clear win.
I'm a prolific flip cup player. Drink fast and one flip for most of the time. And I had been one flipping all night. I just like start showboating. I'm like, wait for the person to finish their drink. And then I flip it. And it falls off the table.
What a botch.
Which just is a hard botch. I choke. They end up.
And they sneak the win.
They snag the victory.
They
on
snag
that
the
one,
victory. I come out of the bathroom.
and we don't get that
and
cup pulled.
they're like, we're still playing. I was like, what are you talking about? And everybody's like, James just fucked us. James just fucked us.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck it. Like, it's not. We're still like, it's like 1 to 3 cup. Like, they haven't
Yes.
even got a cup yet. They win the first round, or the next round, right? So it's like 2-1. Tyler Voss knocks a cup over. They get another cup.
No, here's what happens: is Tyler Voss goes up, they go back and forth. It's him and his buddy from college. They both shoot maybe each.
I think it was
times.
down to 1 at this point.
No, it was when it was Dash T Voss the first time. Dash makes it. That's how he makes. the cup.
Did we win on?
No, he makes the cup, and that's how we
okay.
lost, and that's how it went to 2-1.
Okay.
We go through the whole cycle again, where
we had just seen Tyler Voss and Dash not hit any cups back to like so many. So we're all like, oh yeah, Tyler's not hitting anything.
Yes, we end up going up. I make a cup, and they successfully defend it. For that one time, it's the only time besides the time that I showboated that they successfully defended.
Yeah.
A cup. Then the next person up is T Voss,
He knocks over a cup.
and as soon as he gets there, he knocks it over.
Yeah.
Which gives them a free cup.
Yeah.
Literally, don't have to play flip cup for it. Don't have anything.
No.
It just ties the game up.
Yeah, so it's just tied. And it's probably just a made up rule just so like it can be competitive.
Yeah.
So our whole team is like, be ready to play defense. Be ready because Tyler's not hitting this. Everybody's like,
Everybody's like, Tyler's not going to hit this. We play defense. Yards up next. He's going to nail it. Easy.
Tyler Voss, the greatest moment of his life.
But okay, let's also not
Sinks it.
let's not overplay it too, because he went against Beth.
Yeah, that's
who
fair.
is just a very bad like at anything. That's
Nobody
like,
on our team had confidence in him.
any mechanical.
And he won the game for us.
Yeah, we go. Just be ready to play flip cup for defense.
Yeah.
And that's it. We were like, then we get yard. He makes it. He just goes.
He just jumps. He's
I
going
just
crazy.
remember him jumping up, and it was like he gave us the hype, and that was the most. I don't know if you even remember it because you might have been too drunk.
Yep.
And just thought about like T-Voss making it and how cool that was.
Yeah.
We also proceed every person one flip, one flip, one flip.
Oh, we did?
All 4 of us. Yes.
Did we really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know
on
that.
the last one. Yeah. And it was really good. We ended up winning.
Would you like to talk about the WandaVision episode?
Hold on. I'm trying to think because I feel like I had a lot more.
No, I don't. I honestly think it's like pretty good to stop it there.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I feel like there's one more really funny thing that happened there.
I don't think so.
Maybe not.
What do we got on time? Take a look.
We're at 50 minutes. Exactly.
Perfect. Okay, when did you watch the WandaVision episode?
And we have 2 things to watch or talk about too. Yeah. Also have Super Bowl.
Oh, we're skipping the Super Bowl. Tom Brady's the greatest. What
Yeah.
can you say? Who's going to catch him now? He
No
got
one.
7. It's impossible.
It's impossible.
The only person that people like theorize that might catch him was Patrick Mahomes. Now he's lost.
Yeah.
And like, you got to get back there fucking 8 more times
Yeah.
potentially.
And you also lost to him in your prime while this guy's technically on his decline.
He had a terrible O-line, and he made some nutty throws that, like, if they caught it, it'd be like the greatest throw of all time.
He was like just insanely running around trying to like save the game.
But
I think that I saw a stat that he ran 497 yards or something like that.
crazy. Yeah.
Just like
But
scrambling.
they got blown out, and like
It's so nuts because I thought that was like going to be a close game.
everybody did.
Yeah.
Tampa Bay's defense is like crazy.
I thought that the Chiefs were going to win. And it's crazy. We put up a decent amount of points against them. How much did we put up?
If a couple plays go our way, the Green Bay Packers win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's like without question.
Mm-hmm.
After like seeing, because like, or maybe not. Maybe our Kevin King just fucking blows. Who knows?
Kevin King sucks.
I mean, that's why we lost that game.
Yeah.
And other thing, but
The
whatever.
weekend.
You're gonna make me angry.
The weekend was good,
He's great.
but sound quality was dog shit.
Him singing, his voice sounded bad.
No, it was just too quiet.
Oh, okay.
I don't like that at Super Bowl.
I didn't like the performance the first time through, or I liked it, but I was like, it was good. And then I
I
watched
liked the performance, and I
then I
liked the
watched it
singing.
again, and then I watched it again, and I was like, oh, this is actually pretty great. It's pretty like, how often do you just go like a solo performer, nobody else, just the weekend headlining, nobody else? Like it's always J-Lo, Shakira.
Yeah.
It's
the
fucking
first time in a long time.
Bruno Mars, fucking Red Hot Chili Peppers. You got Justin Timberlake. Guess what? NSYNC's coming out. Beyonce and Destiny's Child. Like, it's always like it's just the weekend, baby. Nobody else.
Yeah.
It's good. I liked it.
I wish that it was better sound quality. Just that's it. And it's not his singing or anything. It was like the microphone. It sounded like the sound guys fucked it somehow. It was just like a nice performance too.
What'd you think of the episode?
Good. It opens
I think
a lot more questions.
Episode 4 is like, I think, a better episode, but what a cliffhanger.
Yeah. Also, the guy seems angry.
Who seems angry?
Pedro.
We're spoiling this. So if
Pedro.
you haven't seen it,
Pedro.
or Peter, that's his name in the Fox movies.
Yes.
Isn't that? Did you expect that?
But his name is Pietro
Yeah,
because
because
they even said they recast the Pietro.
yeah. It's a good line.
Yeah.
It's a good.
It's very
Yeah, it's cool that I like that the Darcy, fucking Asian Jim, they're basically like the Marvel subreddit. Essentially, they just comment on everything that anybody.
break the fourth wall.
Yeah, I mean it is breaking the fourth wall by not breaking the fourth wall, because like they're the audience to the Avengers, and like they're literally watching the television.
They are the
watching.
fourth. They are the fourth wall,
Yeah,
and we're like technically the fifth wall,
I guess.
which is weird.
Like the comments on, like, they talk about the battle in Endgame,
And even kind of seriously too, because there's the wall, and they're like
oh yeah, sort of.
they're on the outside.
That's true. They talk about the battle of Endgame where they like Scarlet Witch could have killed Thanos,
which is something that Kevin Feige says like
Yeah.
often. Yeah, it was a really good episode.
Do you think that? So that's Evan Peters who plays Quicksilver. He played him with the Fox. Do you think that it's actually the Quicksilver like taken over from the Fox movies and put into this universe?
No,
Or do you think it's like they're just like, he was in it before and we're recasting it? Kind of like how J. Jonah Jameson is J.K. Simmons in both universes, but they're technically different characters.
no, I think I think that there's there's somebody else besides Wanda.
Yeah, I think people think Agnes.
Yes.
I think that's like an obvious. Agnes she's like not showing her cards yet. I don't know to what extent,
because like it seems like it's weird. I think that because she didn't control him, that I don't think that he's actually alive. I don't think that there's a Quicksilver anymore. There's just not a Quicksilver in our camp.
I really do believe that this is like, because this storyline's from the House of M. This is like the House of M storyline where she like gets rid of all the mutants. I think they're really going to the like
more mutants.
Yeah, I think they're doing the reverse of it, where like her, because like the thing that makes her. Do you know the story? Because I can spoil it for you, which I think will actually spoil WandaVision.
Spoil it.
So I haven't read it, but I'm pretty sure the thing that jumpstarts her to be like fuck all the mutants is she had like a family, like twin boys, but they turned out to be false and fake, and like her losing her family is what like made her snap and like got rid of the no more mutants. So I think she's like breaking down, like Vision and her fighting in the end, where Vision's like, I literally don't know who I am. I think she can't control her. I think there is an external force going on, but also I think she can't control what's going on at all. So like narratively, the Marvel MCU is using this as a way to bring mutants in, and it'll be the reverse of like no more mutants. So like it'll bring all the mutants in, or at least they'll just pick and choose like who they want, because we're not gonna fucking like Jennifer Lawrence. Maybe not.
You don't think that they'll bring Jennifer Lawrence?
I don't know. She's a big name.
She's blockbuster.
Yeah, I know. So maybe they do, but
they say that there's a cameo that's like supposed to blow everybody's.
You think it's Ian McKellen or Michael Fassbender?
I hope so.
You got Magneto. Magneto's technically her dad.
I hope so.
So maybe that, or is it Evan Peters? Like that's already the cameo.
You think so?
You know what would be really lame is if that's the cameo they're talking about. Is that like this is the one that's gonna blow people away, and it's Evan Peters, and he's not the Quicksilver from the Fox movies. He's just like recasted, and you're like, I guess it's cool that we get Quicksilver back, in a sense. But like, who doesn't want fucking mutants? You know,
it is crazy how much power this Scarlet Witch just has now.
I don't like that they didn't say. I kind of wanted them to be like, she doesn't have a name. Like she doesn't have like a cool superhero name or whatever, and they weren't gonna be like Scarlet Witch. Like I wanted them to do the fucking give her a name.
You wanted the name?
Yeah, I wanted the little fucking. I know it's shitty and corny, and there's like no in canon reason to get. They've been very good at giving what superheroes have their like names. Iron Man makes sense. Like I am Iron Man. Thor's just always Thor. Hulk is Hulk. That makes sense. Captain America, because he was like a propaganda machine. Those all make sense. Black Widow and Hawkeye are like code names within the spy organization.
What about
Nick Fury? That's just his name.
Spider-Man.
That makes perfect sense.
He gave himself it.
Yeah, because he wants to be
superhero.
Yeah, he wants to be a hero. Like he wants to be a hero. So he's not Spider-Boy, he's Spider-Man. You know. So he dawns on.
To be fair though, Scarlet Witch was also a bad person, so like they could have had like a code name for her.
They could have, but they haven't.
Yeah.
Like they don't call Quicksilver or.
You notice that she got her accent back too?
Yeah. Whenever she like breaks down, when she threw Monica out of the reality, she had the accent there. And then when she was like, I actually thought for a second, I was like, oh fuck, she's just gonna kill that director. When she pointed, I was like, damn, fucking go for it. Who cares?
And that guy's actually like a dickhead. He's like been fucking around because he was actually tampering with like Vision's body and shit.
Yeah, I think that's what started up her anger. I thought in episode 4 when you have that flash of Visions with the fucking his head, basically a corpse Vision.
Yes.
I was like, oh, that's just her grief. Now that I know that she's actually just reanimating his body, I'm like, that's kind of fucking dope. I mean, it's like fucked up.
Yeah.
But it makes it a little bit like.
And you're always
bit more
only
twisted.
seeing what she sees, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think Vision has like? So she obviously has reanimated Vision, but do you think she has control of him? Or do you think he's like of his free will?
I don't know.
It's weird, right?
That's like that's the biggest cliffhanger for me that I had was like, hey, he was, because he was able to, get into that guy's brain.
Yep.
Which obviously Wanda wouldn't have him do that.
Yeah.
Why would Wanda ever have him do that?
Maybe she subconsciously, like, she wants these people. She wants
him to know.
That
she's doing all this for him. Something along those lines.
Yeah, I don't know. It's the Quicksilver thing is really the biggest cliffhanger for me. I don't know why. I'm reading online and it doesn't seem like people are as jacked as I am for it. Our friend Mike is like excited for it, like me. But you have the same reaction as like most people did. I was watching it with my girlfriend, and she obviously hasn't seen the Fox movies, so it was like a nothing revealed to her.
I like that Quicksilver a lot. Don't get me wrong.
He's better than the MCU Quicksilver
for sure,
without question.
And he's also probably one of the strongest people in
Marvel.
In those movies, the fucking
the Fox X-Men movies.
Yeah, there was a Days of Future Past.
He was in Days of Future Past, and I think he was in Apocalypse.
Yeah,
he might have even been in fucking.
And he had two of like some of my favorite like scenes from X-Men.
Yeah, the first one is better for sure. Like because the second one you're like, oh, here we go again. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's. They also have that meme where like, obviously he's playing music when he's running fast, and it just like blips. But if you actually break down that his music would be going as slow as we perceive it, so like it just he has to speed up his music in order to like hear it quickly. You know what I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. I hope it's him. I hope it's literally they're pulling all the X-Men from or like because you can just pick and choose because they've already established that Deadpool is going to be part of the MCU.
Really?
Yeah.
I would love to see Deadpool kills the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
I don't know what they're gonna do, but
that'd be cool.
I don't know if they said I don't know if they said it's part of the MCU, but Deadpool 3 is being made by them, and it's going to be rated R, and Kevin Feige is producing it.
Really?
So that's for sure. So he's like that's for sure a cross.
Okay.
So what makes you think that fuck it, get the other X-Men in, or the ones that are good? You can leave out some of them.
Who do you want left out?
Here's the two. If you want Ian McKellen and Patrick Stewart. Actually, Patrick Stewart, I'm done with. He got his ending in Logan. Mm-hmm. He's done. Michael Fassbender and fucking James McAvoy, get in here. I like that. Who doesn't like those two guys?
I'll rock with those.
I'm rocking with those guys.
Yeah.
Hugh Jackman, done. Get him out. Done.
That's who it's going to be, isn't it?
Hugh Jackman?
Yep.
What a fucking call. There's no point to be in it at all.
It's just the Dark Phoenix ending. It makes no sense.
I love you.
But we never had a relationship.
You just fucking stabbed me.
It wasn't. I just calmed down. I'm fine.
X-Men Last Stand is just recreated.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
Oh, man. Yeah.
I pray to God that they recast Cyclops into like a they've just
they're never going to get a good Cyclops ever.
I just want a good There's never been a good Cyclops.
Also, Cyclops would never work in the MCU.
Why?
It might work now, actually.
It for sure could. Why wouldn't it? You just you just need to establish a fucking solid X-Men team.
No, because the issue is you have Captain America.
Yeah, but they're different.
No. They're different, but they're the same.
No, they're different completely.
No.
I can't say completely. They are different enough where you can do so
you're trying to tell me Hawkeye's not the leader of the Avengers?
Yeah. To be honest, they're not that different from Hawkeye. Yeah. If you want to talk about, they've managed to do Hawkeye and Captain America. You can't do him.
That is true.
The dichotomy between Cyclops and Wolverine is just such a fun relationship that like that dynamic is good enough.
Do you think that we'll ever see another Wolverine though?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Because
You don't think that Hugh Jackman just like did it so well and did too much of it?
I mean, we've seen Spider-Man like 3 times since 2000. 4 if you count Miles Morales. 4 different iterations.
Wolverine has the most amount of movies, though.
Yes, but I think it's only because of product of the time. Like, I don't think it has anything to do with the... Hugh Jackman is Wolverine.
Mm-hmm.
Tony Stark, Iron Man, is Robert Downey Jr. Those are, like, definitive. And should they be replaced? No. I don't think Tony Stark will be replaced. At least for a long time. I don't think that we'll
ever see a Wolverine again.
This is why I think there'll be another Wolverine, is because Disney just got X-Men. They just got MCU. They're not going to rush into it, but like Wolverine is the most popular X-Men. He's like a huge... It's too much money just hanging. There's no way that they're going to just like wrap it up, close that storybook. They want to make the money.
Yeah.
Money is too good. Like, I didn't think there'd ever be a 9, 10, 11, episode 8 Star Wars. What the 7? What are they? 7, 8, 9? Okay. The sequels.
Yeah.
I never thought I'd see Mark Hamill as Luke Skywalker before. Disney's going to make their money. Is it going to be right away? No, probably not. Definitely not.
I just can't see it.
You know why? This is what's going to happen. This is my prediction. Because, Marvel's very good at understanding their characters, what people love about them, and what the perception of the characters are at the moment. They're not going to touch Wolverine now, but they will make a solid X-Men movie. They'll make
I hope so. I love the X-Men.
They're going to... It's not going to be like...
I'll say this. I even like the X-Men that they've given us.
Yeah.
Like, Days of Future... Maybe not Apocalypse.
So, hold on. So, the X-Men that we've seen so far... Let's see the first 3. Those are Wolverine movies featuring the X-Men.
Yes.
Each one. Then, you got the First Class in, like, Days of Future Past. And those are Magneto and Professor X movies with a hint of the X-Men. Those are what those are. We've never had a movie about like the actual team. Maybe we did Dark Phoenix, but I didn't see that movie. And
the issue is,
so Marvel is gonna make their movie about like the dynamics of the team. It's gonna be honest. It's not gonna be like Guardians.
I don't think X-Men ever works in a movie without a TV show preface.
Okay.
I feel like to properly do it, and the way to do it well
would be a TV show.
Do a TV show.
Sure.
Show us the Academy.
Yeah.
Show us everybody fucking, how they're, their inner conflicts, this high school drama-ish that's kind of in the X-Men in general. The banter between fucking...
Yeah, that's fair.
Cyclops, Wolverine. Figure out that like whole dynamic to the point where why is Cyclops our leader? Why does he lead them? Why is what is Professor X doing this for?
I think you have a good point. This is what I think they're gonna do though. Completely. They'll make it about the team dynamic, and they'll have because you gotta milk the franchise. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
They did Iron Man movies for the past 10 years essentially, and that's just Iron Man. If you have X-Men, they're looking for 10 years down the line. I bet they have like an established team of X-Men, and then when the team is established, then they'll throw a Wolverine in there, and then you start getting.
I want to make a promise.
Yeah.
If they don't cast Wolverine as a 4'7" dwarf, I'm going to blow my fucking brains out.
You have the body type to be Wolverine.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
You have it.
I know.
That was people's biggest complaint with Hugh Jackman.
He's
too tall. And now who gives a fuck?
Yeah, who gives a fuck?
They're gonna make him shorter for sure.
Definitely. If not, they'll do something to make him look shorter.
But I think you do have a good point that the TV show would be such a benefit to it because
good too.
You'll have Cyclops and Storm and Jean Grey's being teachers.
You know what the thing is that it's proven that the TV show is good. Like we
with
got the 90s/2000s.
Well, the 90s.
And those were good.
The 90s X-Men is great. And then the 2000 one. That's the one I watch.
Yeah.
The X-Men Evolutions. People don't talk about that show enough. I love that show.
And it helps you understand like what the characters are.
Yeah.
More than just like, because if you watch those movies, like you said, it just like stands out because Hugh Jackman was so well written in those.
Yeah.
And like fit the character well. So you gravitated towards Wolverine, and then all you thought was Jean Grey's powerful and Cyclops is a whiny little fucking bitch.
You don't give a fuck about any of the X-Men at all except for Wolverine and maybe Rogue. Maybe. And why Rogue? Because she like
she's like don't get
the
me
story.
wrong,
The first movie is storylines about her.
Yes,
and then the second one you have Wolverine again, and then you have like Professor X is a little bit in Magneto and Professor X are always in the background, but the main character is Wolverine.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean it's just it would benefit a lot, and I don't think that they will do it. So therefore, I don't think that we're going to get a good X-Men movie. I hope not.
We're gonna get a good X-Men movie.
I hope not.
We're for sure gonna get one.
But
have they? With the track record that they have, they're gonna do it right.
It's hard to bet against them.
It's all completely.
But like,
they're gonna do it right.
Guardians of the Galaxy is what kind of gives me a little bit of hope because they did the Guardians really well.
Yeah,
for just like a solo movie.
Sure,
like you got all their personalities.
Yeah,
but X-Men
are very different. Yeah.
X-Men's bigger.
Yeah,
and some would say better.
It's part of the benefit of to them to not have them off the gate is because they had to work with what they had. So you got to establish fucking Iron Man, Captain. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I do think that they're good, but it's like.
And now they have all the money in the world, and they have all the resources.
They have to do it right, though.
And Kevin Feige's been doing it for 10 years.
I also have to say this.
Even longer.
I think, I mean this wholeheartedly. Although like, it kind of sucks to say this. I'd say the characters that were given up by Marvel for that time, like Fantastic Four, X-Men, Spider-Man, they're probably the hardest to do, and it makes sense why they've failed in the wrong hands.
Spider-Man wasn't too bad on Marvel.
They did good.
Yeah,
and
I'd say Homecoming was
but that is good.
I'd say Homecoming was great, and
amazing.
Far From Home was good.
Yes. Give them that.
Mysterio's pretty great. I really do like Mysterio.
Yes, it's very good. Don't get me wrong. They did, but Spider-Man's the easiest out of those two.
Well, yeah.
Fantastic Four, and X-Men.
I think
are just like.
I think X-Men's the hardest.
It's for sure the hardest.
Fantastic Four, I think, has the potential to be such a like cash cow that like it feels like such a property that is just waiting to be done right. Mm-hmm. And every like time a director gets it, they're like, oh.
I think I'm going to need 2 hands.
And then they just fuck up.
Yeah.
You got to get 2 hands.
I hope that they do it right. Because I mean, my favorite, I love X-Men.
Well, next week, Sunday, we'll figure out if, I bet we'll find out if Pietro is, what aspect, how deep is it? Is it
do we
just
know how many episodes are
9.
this season? 9?
We're on episode 5 right now, so we have 4 left. All right, I gotta cut it. We're out of here.
A-Town down.